chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You were raised on
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington football team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Washington first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down at the 31.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick pass to Cup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll give this one to Cup, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run here with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up second.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That catch good for only a couple. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
To Antonio Gibson.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Rams.
To throw now on first down. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
To Cam Akers. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Washington 3.
So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at Ari. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense. We can't have that.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That's good for a Washington.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
The pass. Intercepted by the Rams.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Rams first down.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down with Akers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep...
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a penalty marker's down on the field. Yeah, they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Open man here, Sims complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. We'll find Gibson here complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Stevenson.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Rams. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for L.A., the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.